in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Sooners will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tigers offense will get the ball first. Now, guys, let's not forget, last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation from one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to.
Oh, a lot of space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Here comes the offense on first down. Right back to the well. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So Oklahoma's offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator who's coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Real
strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Sooners are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the carry on 3rd down. He's got enough for a Missouri 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Leaves it with the running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there. As we get closer to the playoff, that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into...
Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just drove through his fingers.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Looking to throw on 1st down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job. Great catch. 1st down.
Caught in the backfield. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are, and David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Wants to keep it in the air. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much.
They got him for the sack, and they'll get them all back. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the ball's on the ground. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the Heat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Going up top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Penn. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Going for it all. He caught it. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Makes one man miss. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Sooners headed quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Pulls and fires complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Finds a little space. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Sooners can really attack on this second and short.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Right on the money. Lots of running room. There he goes. The tech. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Gonna run it. It's Green. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end round there.
There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it. Makes a grab, past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. Slithers into space. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Missouri comes to the line with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. Fires downfield. Working on the right. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That touchdown grab, the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking. .25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. The guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
He'll bring it out. It's Dickey. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? drive just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And the Sooners want to crank the tempo.
Well, there's no denying the chemistry that this guy has had with his quarterback all year long. It seems like whenever they need a big play, he's always open. That's his 75th catch of the year.
He's got an open man. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like C.D.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
Wide receiver going in motion. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Second down, they'll go to the air. A strike downfield. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wheeler. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. The new popular phrase for a favorite team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog as this game.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Mizzou. Back in the offense coming out on the field. Took them a little while to settle into this game, but this offense has it going here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, a little bit of a feeling out process there early, but they seem to have found something. They're going back to the well, and they need to keep that up here on this drive, David.
Definitely, and they got the momentum going, and once you start getting the momentum going, it's great.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Makes the catch. It's Green. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. LSU has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 4 over Appalachian State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He leaves it with his back. Makes him talk to the hand. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Ferguson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Second down, he'll throw it. Going downfield for the big play. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man downfield. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. On the move, it's Green. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. The give from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And you got to wonder what the defense is feeling on this drive here because they've had 5 straight runs now, and they ran it on first, second, third. They got it on fourth down, so that's a kick in the gut. And all of a sudden, right away on first down, they're running it at you again. You're not being respected right now on defense, and until someone stops the running game, you're not going to get it.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Got room to work. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Well, right away after picking up a 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the ball.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
The inside handoff. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game, Pollock. Let him cook down here.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down, but field goals don't do that very often. Try to go for the touchdown right now.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll try the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gets. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fakes the catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Going for the big play. Snags it on the right. Here he goes. Touchdown, Missouri! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Got the back over the middle. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back into the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They just keep firing. Hauls it in. Touchdown! First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside kick. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On target over the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. It's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and the big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss it. If this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
They'll run it from the gun. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Terry. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time. Touchdown, Tigers! They move on top here on the 4th. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. LSU is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Death Valley for some time. They're up by 21 over Appalachian State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Short gain on the play before he slides. The Sooners racing to the line in a hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Hauls it in down the sideline. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's loose. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Sends it downfield. He's got it inside the 15. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Perry on third down. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterbacks sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going forward on 4th down.
It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
Going to sling it on second down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one's going to be incomplete. I don't think he got a foot down along the back of the end zone. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. And he's got it for the... Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.